Hello everyone! In this video, I will show you the renovation of a long-abandoned 1940s Italian apartment. We will see what it looked like before the work, what the renovation project included, and what the apartment looks like now, with details of materials and finishes chosen by the new owners. First, let's see what the house looked like before the work. It was an apartment of about 120 square meters in a building with a rather troubled history. The original building, built in 1912, when Trieste was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, was hit by bombing during World War II. When the war ended, the building was rebuilt and elevated, including the current apartment floor, which dates from the second half of the 1940s. This is only true for the structure, because the finishes and fixtures belong to different periods. Some of them were looking like the 1960s, while others were more recent. Overall, the apartment had a rather dated appearance. Upon entering, there was a large hallway that gave access to this room and a small storage room. Continuing down the hallway, there was access to a large bedroom with an exit to the balcony and to the living room. The last part of the apartment housed a very small bathroom with a window, the kitchen, a second toilet, and another bedroom. There were three main problems with this house: the age of the fixtures and finishes, the poor distribution of space, having the living room and kitchen far apart and without a clear separation between living and sleeping areas, and finally, there was only one bathroom, which was not enough for 120 square meter property. Although two bathrooms are shown on the plan, it should be mentioned that only one had a toilet, while the other, the larger one, had only a bidet, an old bidet with a lid, but still just a bidet. During the video, I will show you how all the problems were addressed and solved. Let's see what the result of the work is, with a comparison of the rooms before and after the renovation. Let's start with the entrance, where you can see one of the most obvious changes in the project. All the partitions in these rooms have been demolished in order to create a large open space of 45 square meters, intended for living, dining, and kitchen. This also means that the original small bathroom no longer exists. This was the entrance before the renovations, and this is the entrance after the renovations. The change is quite obvious. The difference stands out even more from this point, on the side opposite the entrance, where there was originally a hallway. The hallway no longer exists, and this is the result of the renovation. You may have noticed the kitchen located to the right of the entrance, where, before the renovations, there was a room full of cabinets, including a gun cabinet, one of the previous owner's passions. The remaining part of the open-plan space will instead house the living room and dining area. The apartment's first problem has been solved. The living room, dining area, and kitchen are close together and merged into a single room. Another crucial change concerns the openings of the balcony. Before the renovations, there were two windows, one for the small bathroom and one for the bedroom. The plan, however, was to make one large opening to entrance the open space and provide the right amount of natural light. A demolition was therefore carried out on the property's perimeter wall. Interventions such as these, in Italy called 𝗬𝗓𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗗, are very tricky and require the supervision of a specialized engineer. This is the opening of the balcony before the renovations, and this is the opening on the balcony after the renovations. We conclude the tour of this part of the apartment with the changes to the kitchen and the larger bathroom. We went from the setup on the left, where the bathroom and kitchen communicated with the hallway, to the setup on the right. The first thing to notice is that the kitchen has been downsized and turned into a bathroom, with access through this anti-bath, which will become the laundry corner. The original bathroom has also been reduced slightly, and the initial entrance has been closed off and moved to the other side of the apartment, which I will show you shortly. The bathroom that replaced the kitchen is large and well equipped. Inside we find a sink, toilet and bidet, shower and bathtub. As soon as we enter, on the left, there is the shower area with a ceramic tray, followed by the wall-hung fixtures and the heated towel rail. On the left, there is a bathtub covered with tiles, and finally the wash basin, recessed in a plasterboard structure, which is also lined with tiles. All faucets have a satin steel finish. Light grey stoneware was chosen for the floors, with a very soft resin effect texture. The same pattern also covers the tub area, the plasterboard structure that houses the sink, and the short side of the shower wall interior. There is also another covering, also made with stoneware, for the wall above the bathtub and for that of the sanitary ware and shower tray. These are glossy green tiles with a wavy surface. The transformation of this area was crucial, because it made it possible to create 2 bathrooms equipped with all the elements, one of the owner's main goal. Let's take a look at the second part of the apartment. For this area, which used to be a living room and bedroom, the plan was to create 3 bedrooms, one of them with a walk-in closet. The partitioning of the old living room made it possible to obtain 2 of the 3 bedrooms planned in the project, along with a small corridor that connects all the rooms. Thanks to this change, the third problem of the apartment concerning the distribution of space, namely the lack of distinction between living and sleeping areas, was solved. The most interesting room is the master bedroom, with an ensuite bathroom and walk-in closet. The walk-in closet is located behind the double bed and was created through a plasterboard partition. Access is through 2 doors on the sides, sliding and with glass panels. This is known as a walk-in closet with a rack structure. It has paneling on the back that goes up almost to the ceiling, on which shelves, drawers and adjustable supports are installed. This modular solution is extremely versatile and customizable. The master bedroom was obtained from the old bathroom with bidet. It is a bathroom without a window, but equipped with an extractor fan, as required by regulations. Inside, we find a wall-hung wash basin cabinet, suspended fixtures arranged frontally, and a larger shower area with a 200 by 90 centimeters resin shower tray. During filming, some elements of the cabinet were still missing. It is a suspended wooden model with drawers with a fluted finish. As you can see, there are a series of regular vertical grooves that give an elegant effect. Floors and wall tiles have a pretty dark tones. There is a 40 by 80 centimeters stoneware on the floor, which also covers the longer walls, while on the shorter walls there is a 60 by 120 centimeters jungle effect stoneware. The faucets are satin finished. Let's move on to the finishes and materials used in the apartment. The old wooden windows has been replaced with white PVC models, while the original interior doors have been replaced with flush wall installation models with a minimalist and clean design. Prior to the renovation, the apartment had floors of different types, namely parquet in the most rooms, grit in the kitchen and the smaller bathroom, and marble at the entrance and in the hallway. The floor that now dominates the apartment is this beautiful herringbone oak parquet, which we find in all rooms except the bathrooms. The choice of parquet flooring with this type of wood and laying, in my opinion, was just perfect. Not only because wood in general gives a touch of elegance and enhances the rooms, but also because the light shade lightens the whole look of the room, while the herringbone laying pattern creates some visual movement. The old cast iron radiators have also been replaced with new models, with the typical design that is used in modern Italian renovations. Of course, all the systems in the apartment have been redone, so water, electrical, and heating systems have been adapted to the needs of the project. There was also considerable work done on the lighting, which was organized according to the layering technique, with different light sources arranged according to the furnishing and needs. In addition to spotlights recessed into the false ceilings, used for general and diffuse lighting, there are pendant lamps for the dining table, TV area, kitchen island, and beside the tables in the master bed, as well as wall sconces at the entrance. As you have seen, the renovation project has basically solved the functional problems in the apartment that I described to you at the beginning of the video, which were mainly caused by the old distribution of space that did not suit the needs of the new owners. Let me know in the comments what you like best about the new apartment, and check out the description, where you will find the link to the playlist with all the home tours I have already uploaded to the channel. If you enjoyed this transformation, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel by turning on notifications. See you in the next episode. Bye!